With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. First play, first throw coming for Vic. And incomplete to open things up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second and 10, Vic finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's Michael Vick. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Vic to the air again. Buying time to his left. Open man downfield is Hill. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to second and 10. Back to throw again. And that's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up third and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now Vic on fourth down. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. To throw, Vic. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And too tall Jones, able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Throwing on second and long. Vic. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Vic now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get sixes instead of threes.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that, because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff and field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
Ready,
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5 now. Vick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing, Vick. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now here's Vick. That's going to be caught by Moss. Touchdown! Randy Moss, 67 yards. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Okay, ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten it. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Vick to throw it. Flushed out right.
Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Vick. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
To throw again on 2nd down. Vick. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Here's Vick. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Vick readies to throw. Caught on a slant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Michael Vick scoring on the sneak from a yard out as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
A first down throw coming for Vick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now an inside give to McCoy. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Over the middle, complete. That's Moss. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Randy Moss as the first half is winding down. And the Black Knights have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
They were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 2020.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Michael Vick, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Black Knights will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Soldier Field.
Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. He'll start on the ground here on first down. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Peyton up the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give to the fullback on the dive. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Peyton. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Come on. Hey.
They'll try the right side with McCoy. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Vic. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. It's a play fake. Now Vic. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Vic. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Randy Moss, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Black Knights use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hester to return from his end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. On the move to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a handoff inside. It's Peyton. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On play action, Vick. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles. And oh, that is going to be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
Another keeper here by Vick. They'll pitch it out to McCoy. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 44 yards. And the Black Knights are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Samuel. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. A shotgun snap, Fields. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So here's Vick following the interception. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
His throw caught at about the 5.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now McCoy. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Vick, and it's caught. Touchdown. Julio Jones from 3 yards out. And the Black Knights continue to pull away here this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score,
there he goes, right side. 20. Touchdown, Chicago. Devin Hester, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears get a bit closer. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that makes it 23-7. Boy, still a half-plus to play, but it is a 2-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Throwing to start the drive. Vick. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Play action now. Vick steps in, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Here's Michael Vick. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Khalil Mack providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're still in 4th and long. Now Justin Tucker is out to try the field goal. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime? Vick loses the football. It's out. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's got some space here. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into their second half blowout material. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. 2nd and 5 now. Vick. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
10 through 11. 18, Pioneer.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. He completes it to Jones. Touchdown! Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Black Knights will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Hester to return from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Hester open right side. The 40. Past the 20. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020. Here's Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Hester to return from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Fields on first down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Vita Vea picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Fields. He'll drop this off to Peyton. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Fields. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Now it's Fields. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a guy who played 4 years for the Bears, Julius Peppers. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. And this is caught. First catch by Brandon Marshall. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. They snap it to Fields. Going back to Marshall. He's got him again. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Despite the late lead, Vic's going to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Vic with the incompletion on first down, and now that leads to 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. He's at the 30. 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. Did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
On the set.
Well, they're going to throw it here with Vic. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little